guys, so we're back in Diptopia. I'm in my underground build, and me and Blizzard played around last night for quite some time with the new villager mechanics. We were trying to get a villager to change his profession, and we messed around with it for a while. We hit the spawn town. We had to fight off 6 waves of the Illagers, the Pillagers, the Ravagers, the Vexes, the Enforcers, the thises and the that's and witches, and it was just insane. I'm going to be trying to put that video up of that raid a little bit later today. Kind of embarrassing. I screamed like a little girl a couple times in it, but we played around with that villager for a while, and we tried various things, and we could not get a villager to change his profession. And before the update on this world, I had an iron farm, just one of the old style iron farms with the doors, you know, the villagers in the pods, and it was working great. And then after the update, you can see all my villagers changed to whatever this villager is. I'm not quite sure what this guy is. I think it's just wow, that was a big crack. I think it's just a non-profession villager, maybe the same thing as the nitwit. I'm not sure. There's my iron farm down in there. Obviously not going to work anymore as soon as somebody figures out the new mechanics. And all of these villagers updated too. But the thing was, the villagers were, I had farmers and clerics and librarians and cartographers. I had all kind of villagers in here that I was getting ready to start pulling out to you know, check them out and see what's going on. But so I came in this morning, well, excuse me, last night I went into another guy's realm that I play with, and I had some villagers in there also, just so I pulled some of them out last night, stuck them in their own little rooms with a bed, put different tables in there with them, and hoping they were going to change their professions, and nothing. So I'm not sure what the mechanics are to actually change villagers, but I decided to come over here and pull one of these guys out, and I was flushing him down this hallway to an area I got set up down here, and I'll go show you. I basically set up an area with all the various kinds of tables. I was watching a video this morning, I believe it was Skippy6 Gaming, and he was changing villagers. It was in the beta snapshot. He was changing villagers' professions by putting different tables down beside him, but I noticed sometimes he would put a table down and the villager wouldn't change, and sometimes they would change. So I set up all the different types of tables here, going, well, maybe if he looks at one of them, he'll get interested in one and won't be interested in the other. But as I was pushing the first villager down, I'll show you. He was coming down the hallway there. He was coming actually on the stairs coming down. I was pushing him with the water, and he just randomly changed to a fisherman. So he's now a fisherman. So I don't know what happened there. I don't know if it was because I was pushing him in the water. He was in the water. Maybe that changed him to a fisherman. But we're going to go and try to push another villager down here now into this little room and see if we can get one of them to change their profession. It's a mechanic in the game, but the criteria to activate the mechanic, I don't think anybody's quite figured out yet. I can tell you this, I don't think anybody likes this change, and this is on Bedrock version. Let me pulling these guys out. But there's been a lot of talk around the internet on forums and different things, and even Skippy said this morning in there that nobody likes this change. This is the trading's all brand new. Now they've got professions. Villages don't require doors anymore. They require beds to I don't know if that controls the number of villagers in a village, but now the villagers have to be able to get together with each other and gossip. The amount of gossip that they do, the amount of talking that they do, maybe they're talking about the raids coming or whatever, but that seems to have an effect on how many iron golems spawn. And I'm sure some of those guys out there, Ilmango, Docnium, Tango, Zumavoid, I'm sure some of those guys out there before it's over with will figure it out, and we'll have our iron farms back, and somebody will figure out these mechanics. But for now, we're just kind of left on to our own devices. It seems like every time Microsoft or Mojang or whoever updates this game, they don't give you, here's what changed, here's how you use the new changes. They just don't give you good instructions on what they've done and how to use it. And that's quite aggravating. I mean, this is a great game. We all love playing it, of course. But when you get changes like this, you don't get clear instructions on what the changes are and how to use them. It's kind of frustrating. And I know a lot of people are frustrated now because of the change to iron farms. I mean, everybody loves iron farms. You have one in your world to produce iron. And as far as we know, they're broken. There is no more iron farms. But there is still a golem spawning mechanic in the game, so hopefully we can get them back, but you just don't know yet. So we're gonna leave this guy for a while. Yeah, go look at some stuff. Oh, and I did notice when I got the fisherman down here, he changed on the way down, but when I got the fisherman actually down here into this room, he went and he kept opening and closing the barrel there. He would go, you could hear the barrel open and close when he got through doing whatever. So maybe if we put him with a barrel, a bed, a fishing rod, and some water, maybe if we put him in a little house beside the water, maybe he'll actually go fish and put fish in the barrel. I don't know. I'm not even sure what his trades were. Let's go look at his trades right quick. Can I reach you from here? Nope. Nope. So he needs coal for emerald, and then emerald and 6 raw fish will give you 6 cooked fish. Level 2 apprentice, 15 fish will give you an emerald, and 2 emeralds will give you a campfire. So, wait a minute. I know I have a campfire somewhere. Do I still have that campfire going? So there's the campfire. So I don't know if he changed because he was in the water or because there was a campfire down there. Since he trades a campfire, maybe that means the campfire changes his profession? That doesn't sound right though. Why would a fisherman need a campfire to change his profession? So maybe we can, I tell you what, I've got plenty of coal. If you haven't seen this yet, if you haven't seen Diptopia yet, go back and watch my other video where I do kind of a walk around of just the spawn area. But if you haven't seen yet, this is what I am working on in the world. We've got some trees down there and coarse trees, bamboo. Got some farms over here, but my goal is to dig out this hole. This is stage 1 of 4 stages. So when all of this is dug out, that will complete stage 1. Stage 2 will be going this same size that way. Stage 3 will be going the same size from that back wall that way, and stage 4 will be another quadrant over in that corner going that way. So I'm going to have a huge hole dug out. It's going to be right around 500 by 500, and we are at level 49, and the floor you see there is at level 11. I do plan to go on down to probably level 5. I think bedrock can come up to level 4 or 5 now, so I'm probably going to go on down to level 5 so I can still have a smooth flat floor. And my intention is to do a play on the Mines of Moria from Lord of the Rings. So I'm going to build big huge columns in here, and I'm going to build stairways from column to column so you can get up and down, and along the walls there'll be different things along the walls. You know, I'll have some of my storage rooms there. There'll be little villages carved out into caves in the walls, and we'll go back and we'll terraform the ceiling some and shape it out. I'm not a very good builder. This was my first attempt at a stalactite hanging down from the ceiling. I don't really like the way it looks, the choice of blocks. I'm going to work on that, but I do plan to have a few of these stalactites hanging from the ceiling throughout the cavern just randomly, and maybe get creative with those and see how they work. So this guy didn't seem very interested in anything, and I noticed last night that when we had our villagers trapped, me and Blizzard on my realm, that every so often the bed would get little yellow stars around it, or something else would get like little clouds and lightning bolts. So I'm assuming that if it gets the little yellow star things, that means he's taking an interest in it and he likes it. But if it gets the little lightning bolts and the little clouds, that means he doesn't like it and is not interested in it. So that could be something you could key off of. So if you put him in a room with a bed and say a smithing table, and you get the little lightning bolts and the clouds, well, he doesn't want to do that. So you put him in one with a bed. But the thing that's got me perturbed is that other villager over there, he just changed immediately coming down the stairway. He was probably 4 or 5 steps up when he changed into what I thought was a farmer, because a farmer and a fisherman kind of look the same. But now we got this guy all the way down here where everything is, and he's not even interested in anything. So it could be that it's specific to a villager, whether he's interested in working. Maybe this guy's just lazy and he doesn't want to work. Maybe he doesn't like any of the professions. I don't know if I have to write something in the book on the lectern, but I don't know. We're going to leave him for a while and check him out, and I think maybe I'll set up another room. Yeah, I think I'll set up another little room with another bed in it, and we'll put let's see, what do we want to pull out of there? We'll go and pull the smithing table out of there. Maybe we pull the we'll pull one of those two out, put it over in this room with a bed, and see if that changes anything. Oh, I can't. Is it there? Yes, there. Alright, so I'm trapping these guys in here so they can't get out. And I know these are horrible little rooms, not pretty by any means. And this is just to test things out, see how they work. Not intended to be permanent in any way whatsoever. Let's close this off. And I'm really bad at live streaming. I don't do it a lot, but it seems like my live streams are getting more views than my pre-recorded videos. So maybe you guys like the live streams better. I don't know. Maybe I need to do more of it. Oh, nope, that was needed to be there. And let's put one there. That may be big enough. Do I have... Didn't plan this out very well. I wasn't even going to do a live stream here. I was just moving that villager just to look, and it just changed. And I was like, well, maybe I need to record this and see what's going on so other people can see what I'm doing. People that know much more about Minecraft and are way smarter than me when it comes to this game, maybe they'll see something and it'll trigger them, and then they can go, oh yeah, now I've got it all figured out. That would be great, because I don't have anything figured out yet. Shears. There's my shears. Let me go shear some sheep for some wool. I don't know if they actually need a bed, but with beds being a thing now, because I have been into one of the new villages, and I did see them sleeping at night. So I know they go to the beds to sleep at night, so that is a mechanic. I think they have to sleep to replenish their trades, maybe? I think I heard somebody say they can replenish their trades up to twice a day, but they have to have access to, like the fisherman will have to have access probably to the barrel. Since he interacted with the barrel, I'm going to assume the fisherman needs a barrel to replenish his trades. Are you doing anything yet? Nope. Nope. So let's walk around here and make a bed. ahead and make some of them up because we're going to plan on moving a few of these villagers. And like I said, I probably could have planned this out a little bit better. Had things set up. This was a spur of the moment thing. I just decided to start recording as I was looking at that guy just changing for whatever reason. He's like, nope, I decided I wanted to be a fisherman, so there you go. So let's put this, I have seen him up against the wall. I thought maybe the bed needed to be out here like this so they could have access to both sides, but I have seen him against the wall like that in the villages where they're sleeping in it. He can get out there. This is not a village. There is no village here. There was no village here. Why is there a cat here? Hello, cat. Where did you come from? So I just had a random stray cat wander into... Now I'm really confused. So when you set up a... Somebody help me out here. I'm confused. So if you do a villager... No, that's not what I want to do. Yeah, that's what I want to do. That's not what I want to do. What am I trying to say, folks? What am I trying to say, folks? So if you set up a villager with a bed, does that constitute a village now? Because... Actually, I placed... What happened? So I placed this bed, picked it up, and placed this bed, and the cat said meow. So we've got two. We got that villager over there and this villager here, and each one has a bed. Is that what's constituting a village now? Do we have a village because cats spawn in villages? So you can create villages now? Anybody? Leave me some feedback down in the comments, and let me know what you think. I'm going to try to find some fish. Do we have any fish? Yes, we have no fish today. I'm going to try some... I'm going to try to find some fish and tame that cat. We should have some fish. How does my inventory get so full? I started out and I had nothing in my inventory. And that little bit that I did, I'm pretty sure we have some raw fish out here. I'm not sure. This is my zombie spawner. Oh, we got some zombies in there. Alright, let's see. I don't have any raw fish. Don't have raw fish. That'll come in handy. Now you can take all this extra armor that you have out of your mob farms now. You set up a grindstone, and we'll take a couple pieces and I'll show you. We have to have another... We have to have enchanted. So, come on, man. I gotta have some raw fish. Are you kidding me right now? Okay, the light's on. We should not have zombies spawning. I don't think you can do it with cooked cod, but we'll see. I don't know. Anyway, the grindstone, I'll show you in just a second. If you take 2 pieces of enchanted armor that you get, I don't know how much leather, enchanted leather armor out of these zombie and skeleton spawners. But you can put those on the grindstone now. It will repair them, disenchant them. Ooh, I see you, Mr. Phantom. Get out of here. He was sneaking up on me, man. Not cool, not cool. Well, I bet I got some, cooked cod. Some raw cod right there. Look at that. Raw cod right there. Where are you at, kitty? Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Here, kitty. kitty, 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 kitty. Here, kitty, kitty. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty. Kitty. Come here, kitty. Is this a thing? Come here, kitty, 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 kitty. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. No, don't run, kitty. No, kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. Oh, well, took more than 3 pieces, so... Man, I can't believe I don't have any more raw fish in that. Oh yeah, we did find some of these the other day in a new village. Sweet berries. I'm not sure what sweet berries are, what they do. Man, I don't have any more raw fish. Are you kidding me right now? And I hear that phantom out there, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and sleep. I don't think anybody else is on the realm right now. So we can sleep to get rid of our phantoms. I will go find me some more raw fish. I thought I actually had a extra... extra grindstone. There it is. So let me throw down the grindstone here. And well, let's go ahead and put it in there. I'll put a grindstone in here and see if the villager that we put in here will... Oh, that's somewhere he can escape. Can you get out here? Man, I had holes all in this thing. That villager would have been all over the place. So put the grindstone here. So now you can take and let's see, we've got right at 20 levels, almost 21 levels. So let's see if this gets us to 21 levels. So you put the 2 pieces in here when you take it out, and that got us, man, that got us well over 21. So I don't know if the amount of experience you get is tied to the enchantments, the type of armor. Leather armor is useless, so we'll get rid of it. Let's try the cook cod on the cat. But that is a good way, well, not a good way, but there's another way to get experience now. No, kitty. Come here, kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty? Here, kitty, kitty. No, kitty! No, kitty. Alright, the kitty got away. We'll play with the cat later. We're interested in the villager. And I just picked up the stupid armor again. I hear you, kitty. So, this guy's been down here for... how long have I been streaming? He's been down here for about 20 minutes now. And nothing. So, he's just lazy, I guess. Alright, do we have any spots where the villager can get out? Alright, we're going to go grab another villager and bring him down. We got the bed. We got the grindstone. Close up that hole. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Did they recognize that? Oh no, 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 this is not what I wanted at all. No, 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 no. Oh, wait a minute, this guy's already... So we do have a weaponsmith in there. I didn't realize we had any villagers. Oh no, oh no. Nope, you guys stay there. You guys stay there. Stay there. Stay there. How many got down here? Oh, oh no. We got, what is this guy? He is a farmer. So we don't want the farmer either. We want a villager that's not anything yet. No, no. Go back up. Go back. Go, go, go. Alright, that should block him in. So let's drive this guy on down. I'm not sure if another one got down before this one or not. Let's go ahead and push him on down there. If not, we can send one to sleep with the fishies. Okay, so he's the only one that got down. That's good. Alright, going over into your home. Your new little... And again, I don't know if this... Just because you put a bed down, maybe you have to actually make a little house with specific blocks. So, okay, dude, you hang out in there. You hang out in there. And we'll set up another... We'll set you up a neighbor here, dude. Torching. No jumping on the bed. Anything? Yeah, use that thing and learn how to use it and become a something. So now, since I've got that farmer trap right there, I don't want to lose that farmer. So we're going to... should have plenty of stone. I'm going to go ahead and make a little hallway, bring that farmer down, and trap him. Did that sound like two cats just then? It sounded like two cats. Do I have two cats now? Well, maybe we just found a way to spawn cats. Get this one made up. Maybe cat farms will become a thing. If you can put down beds and villagers and spawn cats, you can do cat farms. I know this sounds bad, but the other day I was playing in a realm and I had walked up behind one of my other friends, Shogun, and we were on creative because we were setting up a realm for Froggy. You can find her on Mixer at Froggy's Army, but we were setting up a realm for her. And I was just goofing around, and I got a cat egg. You know, you can spawn a cat. And I walked up behind Shogun, and I just started spamming cats and spawning them. And he kind of got perturbed, not at me, but he was trying to do stuff, and the cats were all in his way, getting up on stuff. Because now cats will actually try to get onto tables and different things and stay there. And so when he started killing the cats, he noticed that the cats were dropping string. So I'm assuming cats dropping string is a thing now. You stay there. Nope. You're going down, dude. Going down. You're not getting out. Going down. Keep going. So if we can spawn cats from putting a couple of villagers in a spot and putting some beds down and cats start spawning, you can spawn the cats and make them go down and go through a lava blade. They drop string, so I'm an idiot. No, go back. I forgot to close this off, guys. I'm telling you what, I may be the worst Minecraft player ever. My buddy Johnny would get a kick out of that because he's the worst art player ever. So, knowing that I'm the worst Minecraft player ever. That guy changed? Nope. Let's see, we don't want you to go this way either. So, we don't want you to go back up either. So, now let's try to get you over there. Oh no, how'd that dude get through? Was it a one block? Did I only do one block? I didn't close him up. Well, that's fine, because he's already down here. We can just throw him in that little room while we get this guy over here. Go, little farmer. Let's see. Let's close this off. Close that off. There. Can you get out from here? Yes, he can escape there. And there. So that should close him off. We want you running that way. So, go, dude. go, go. Go, go, Gadget. Let's keep him there. Let's go. I need more water. I wasn't expecting to deal with 2 villagers at once. I only got 1 bucket of water. Alright, let's go there. Get water. Why did it sound like I just heard a door open? Go away. He's trying to go this way. More beds. Now what did I do with them? Let's see where I put those beds. Did I actually make more beds? I did. I was beginning to wonder. You guys didn't see that. I actually put that on my hotbar the first time. Just so you know. You think I didn't. Oh, he could have got out. No, don't. No, no, no. No. Oh, he's off to the races now. Where'd he go? Oh, no. Oh, man. Really? Go back. Go back to... Go back. Go back. Go back. I don't want to waste him. I could just push him off the edge. No, I'm not. I don't want to waste him because I don't know how to breed villagers anymore. So any villagers that we got, we definitely want to save until we can figure it out. But this, oh, dude, come on, go back, go, 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 go. We could just push him off the edge and be done with it and go get another one from up top, but without knowing how or when we're going to be able to breed more villagers, I do not want to waste one at all. So let's close him off here. I'm going to have a mess to clean up when it's all said and done. Yeah, there you go. Go there. I thought I closed it off. Did I? Go, 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 go. Get in your home. Get in your home. Alright, now let's do that. And we'll put the... What the... Alright, the bed's down. Alright, immediately when I put that bed down, we saw little yellow stars come up. So... what does that mean? We haven't seen any yellow stars from over there, but as soon as we put this bed down, we got yellow stars. That's, I don't know. And that's not where we put the water. Right there. So I don't know, so I guess I could go out and try to find some videos on what's going on. It's fun to figure stuff out for yourself, but I'm trying to figure out why these villagers, I just don't know. So the fisherman in the corner was one of these guys. How did I get up here? Did I swim through an air block? That was crazy. So whatever these guys are, all my villagers turned into these guys. And we're trying to get them to change their profession. So I was bringing one of these guys down earlier to put in that room over there. And halfway down the stairs, he just decided to turn into a fisherman. He's like, yeah, I think I'll be a fisherman now. And so I did it again. Is that a thing too now? You can swim through. Some swimming. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Alright, you guys, I'm not crazy. Y'all saw me do that twice, right? didn't start. Oh, it's in the downflow of the water. I'll try to get him in. Let me get this farmer here. I definitely don't want to lose this farmer. But anyway, that no. Go back the other way. So the farmer definitely changed his not the farmer, the fisherman definitely changed his profession. Get in your home. So we got 2 villagers trapped now. This guy's a farmer, so we got wheat and pumpkins down below in our farm, so we can start trading him. But this guy's a fisherman, and is there any difference in there? So this guy's got brown around his collar. Other than that, they look almost identical. No, the hat's different. So this guy's got a bigger, yellower hat. That guy's hat's more brown. Alright. Let's go back over and check on these guys. So, nothing happening yet. Nothing happening yet. Still wondering why that cat spawned. That was just crazy. So, let's do this. Let's go ahead and take some of this up. We can use that hallway there. This is the hallway I brought the fisherman out of. So somebody's going to have to figure out these new mechanics for us. And I'm sure someone will. It's just I can't. Like I said, I guess I could do a little bit of research, do a little bit of reading. Oh no, open up. Ah, no. Why is this thing on? This thing's supposed to be off. Let's go down and kill off the skelly so we don't get any lag. Skeleton's finding the way to set up a new AFK for just a very few minutes. They'll really stack up and really start lagging the world. And there we go. Although right after the update the other night, somebody said on the recruitment realm for Diptopia that mobs were spawning even where torches were, that the ground was lit up and there were still mobs spawning, so hopefully that's not going to be an issue. Let's go ahead and clean some of this up. Rearrange it a little bit, make it look a little better. Get some of this off the ceiling so we know where make sure we don't let these guys escape and run away. Alright, so there's that. So I'm going to do one more of these on this side. And hopefully we will not forget to close off everywhere they can escape from this time. No more repeat offenders of the Great Escape. Alright, so I think that's got him closed in. So like I said, I don't know if in the old days to be considered a valid door, it had to have sky access. So it had to have access to the open sky. So I'm not sure if that's a thing now, that this is not going to work because they're underground, even though the other guy changed his profession to a fisherman, and he was coming down the hallway, so I don't know. I'm more confused now than when I started, because I thought, well, we get them down here, they'll take a look at their tables, they either will change or won't change. Maybe we'll learn a few things, and then he was right here, and he just changed into a fisherman. I'm just going to change into a fisherman. Don't worry about me. guess I should have left all that I just knocked out. Actually, I don't need that there, nor do I need that there. I actually need it here. Alright, close that hole up, close that hole up. So our hallway is back where we can push another villager in here. Let's go ahead and get that. Oh, man. Let's go ahead and get that third bed. And ow. It's nice to know you can take damage from the fire. So he's not doing anything. He's not doing anything. He's not doing anything. What do we need for a cartography table? I wonder. We'll try the cartography table. What do we need? We're gonna need a map. So we need. That's what you need for a cartography table? Just some paper? I think I have paper. I do have paper. That's a pretty cheap recipe there for that. So now once we put this cartography table down, yeah. Okay then. Well, so this guy wasn't interested in the grindstone, but I threw a cartography table down and he immediately changed. He immediately changed, just boom, just like that, boom. And so now we have a cartographer. But this guy hasn't done anything. This guy hasn't done. Oh, we don't have anything in there for him, but he has that. So now that this guy is a cartographer, let's go ahead and pull him out and send him on down the road. So it's looking more and more like that not every villager can change their profession, and there's no way to know. You just have to try them out, I guess, and see how they feel. No open holes where you can get out. I mean, I laid the cartography table down. I was like, see, now he's getting mad at it or something. Go. See if we can flush him out of here. So that is confirmed that on Bedrock Edition that the villagers can change their profession. I don't know what mechanics it is. No, go back that way. Now he's getting little stars around. Oh, is he going to change to something else because we got him close to something else? That would be crazy. What was he close to? To. Maybe he was still queuing on that cartography table of it. I don't know. I don't know. So, let's see. He didn't do anything on the grindstone. He had a bed. The other two guys haven't changed. He just magically put down a cartography table and he changed. So the question being is, let's throw a cartography table down in this one. Let's take this over here and throw it in with this guy, because I was wondering if it is just certain tables that, well, we laid it down. He took interest in it. We'll call it taking interest in it. That's what somebody told me last night. That shows the villagers taking interest or disinterest in it. The swirlies are the little lightning bolts of the cloud. So he took an interest in it, but he didn't want to change his profession because he didn't change. The other one changed almost immediately. So what I was saying was, I wonder if it's specific to certain types of tables. Like it has to be a cartography table, it has to be a smithing table, it has to be this or that. But it seems like more and more it's becoming specific villagers. Like these guys are just not interested in changing their profession. So I'm sure once somebody figures out the breeding mechanic, okay, so apparently some of these guys have changed their profession. Go. It seemed like we just saw a different... What was this guy? So he's an armorer. I don't remember having an armorer. But let's see. What would an armorer be? There's a crafting table up here. Those are just chests there. Those are just chests there. The only thing I really have up here is a crafting table. I have 2 crafting tables, 2 beds, maps, and a brew stand. But it seemed like that guy changed. I could have missed those guys. They could have already been those things, but I'm not sure. Go down. Going down. So, I wonder if they'll change back. Take them out in the middle of nowhere where there's nothing around. I wonder if they'll just change back to whatever these guys were. That guy has not changed yet. And I wonder if there's like a specific radius that the tables and the beds have to be in for them to change. Because obviously those guys up there changed. Let's go in here and grab. Let's grab the smithing table. And now that I'm thinking about it, maybe there's too many things in here. Maybe this guy's like, I don't know what you want me to do, man. So let's take some of these things out. I don't know why I put an observer in here. Oh, that's not good. Furnace and a smoker. Let's leave a furnace and a smoker in here. We'll see if that does anything. And let's put the smithing table in with this guy. Not interested. Oh, nope. We got some little stars. Are you going to change? Nothing. It appears that is not going to change him. So you hang out there. Let's take this up and put let's put the stone grinder down. I think there's a stone mason now. We'll go up and get, well, first of all, let's pull the ones out that have already converted and move them down. Are we ready to, do we have an empty slot set up? No, we did not change over to an empty slot, so we need to knock that out. Okay, so these guys changed back. This guy was a farmer and I didn't want to lose him, and I lost him, so that makes me sad because we've lost our fisherman. So let me go grab the cartography table. put it in front of the cartographer so he doesn't change. I need more paper, don't I? While I'm here, let me throw some crap in my inventory out. I don't need that, I don't need that, I don't need that, I don't need that right now. Bookshelves, no, the lectern is supposed to be. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need the cookies, don't need the fish, don't need that. Don't need that, don't need the dirt, might need that. Keep my stone, don't need my lanterns, don't need my shears anymore, do need my water. Okay, let's make another cartography table. Back down here to this guy. Let's see if he changes back again. No, not a cartography table. Yeah, we're gonna put one down there so he doesn't change back. So this guy, maybe the fisherman needs the barrel. I don't know what a farmer would need. What would a farmer need? Cartography. And this guy just changed to a cartographer. Just boom, just like that, cartographer. Just boom, cartographer. 24. So it looks like the exact same trade. So and there's no beds down here. Now I'm even more confused. So maybe you don't need a bed to change their profession? Which means what I'm doing up here should have worked. Which also means that whatever kind of villagers you have, you've got to keep their specific workstations close to them or they'll change back. You guys really don't... Come on, what are you guys doing? Oh, that didn't work. Fail. Let's pick up our blast furnace. Let's take the smoker away and leave just the lectern. Let's take the furnace away. Leave just the lectern for him. We're going to take the lectern away since he didn't automatically change. And let's go stick it down here with the other guys. I don't know if it needs a book and a quill on it to be effective, or if it just needs a lectern. And let's take the cartography table away. Okay, I'll put the cartography table back down then, because as soon as I put that down, okay, what is this guy? He's different now. He is a stonemason, so I thought the stonemason would be the stonecutter, not the grindstone. I noticed he was different. He looks almost identical. The hat, the face. I noticed he was different because I saw the little white things around his collar. And this guy, of course, he gets the cool monocle. Check me out, I'm cool. See? So this guy's not changing. How do you change? So this guy went from a nothing to a fisherman to a stonemason, and I am shit. So I'm gonna have to set up a controlled experiment. Right now I'm just shotgunning ideas, and stuff's working, but I don't know how it's working. I don't know why it's working. And we just took everything from you, didn't we, dude? Let's go and let's get this one thing and put it back over there with him. maybe. Okay, so the cartographer changed there. No, the cartographer changed in the middle. There was a bed. I was going to say maybe the profession and the bed need to be separated. But, alright, I put that down. We got some yellow swirlies. I was going to say maybe the table for the profession and the bed need to be separated because the bed's in the house where they sleep and the profession would be where they work. But that cartographer changed while he was standing on the bed, I believe. So, man, I am confusing myself. I know I'm really confusing you guys because I'm trying to talk while I'm thinking and all this good stuff. So, why do I hear skeletons? Did I forget to turn this? Alright, so that thing's lit up. Before the update, when that light was on, there was no skeletons because it was dark in there. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did I actually turn the light off? Now I'm confused again. Lights on. Light off. Light off. Okay. I need to put a sign. Off is up, on is down. Okay. This guy's a stonemason. This guy's a nada. This guy's a cartographer. We're gonna leave the lectern there. Let's lock that up and see. Stonemason, so he needs clay for emeralds. He gives you brick for emerald. Oh, at level 2 you can give him stone. Oh, you know what? Look at this. All of these chests down through here, there's nothing but stone. Stone, stone, stone. Why did I do that? Wait a minute. What happened there? Oh, I just stuck it on the side. Can you stick it upside down? You can stick it upside down. Oh man, how cool is that? You can stick it upside down and you can stick it sideways, which means you could use that as a decorative piece on so many things. Wow. What a dumb thing to get excited about. Alright, this guy doesn't seem to be changing, so let's change out the lectern for the smoker. And he looked like he was kind of interested in it. Not interested in it. I know this sounds stupid, but I'm going to try a bookshelf. Bookshelf? No. So let's put the lectern back down. Lectern, and let's put the book on this time. See, it did it again. I threw it down. It got the swirlies. Are you interested in it? What do I need to make you fully commit today? Sir, what is it going to take to close this cell? You seem interested in becoming a librarian. We can educate you. We can do whatever. But what is it going to take, that one last little thing, to get you over the edge to become a full-fledged librarian with our organization today? You just let me know, and we'll take care of it. Here's some pumpkin pie. Have fun with that. Yeah, he didn't actually pick that up. Do you want a book? Here, these are the instruction manuals for this lectern. Read the instruction manuals and let us know how you feel about it. No? That didn't work either? Well, poop. Alright, let's go back up and... what did we do with our smithing table? What did we do with our smithing table? What did we do? So neither one of these guys have changed. There's our smithing table. Taking our smithing table back. No, no, We're not done with you yet. We want to see. We want to see if you can actually hold down a job, dude. Get in there. We'll find something for you. Don't worry. You're not going to be left out in the cold. So now I want to go get one of those armorer dudes. If they haven't changed back yet, which I don't know why they would have been. Are you kidding me right now? Or did they just run away? You guys saw those guys were different things just a minute ago, right? And now they're changed back. So this is about as fickle. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. This is about as stupid as you can get. Whoever decided to do this change, Microsoft, Mojang, get out of here. Oh man, I just want one of you guys. Just one of you guys. Go down. Go down. Go down. Go down. There we go. Whoever's idea it was to do this villager change thing like this, you're an idiot. Okay? I'm just going to go ahead and say it. You're an idiot. Ban me from the game. Never let me play Minecraft again. Whatever. But whoever idea it was to change... What? Okay, so I'm an idiot. But that's beside the point. Whoever idea it was to change this is the dumbest thing you've ever done to this game. Ever. Just ever. Just ever. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. At least explain it to us. At least tell us, hey, this is how you do this. Maybe there is, you know, I just admitted I'm an idiot. Maybe there's a page out there that says, hey, stupids, for doing this, do this. For doing this, do this. I guess I need to look. But I do kind of like to try to figure things out on my own, so, you know, that's what we're doing today. We're experimenting, and I'm sure there's probably people out there one day are going to watch this video and go, this guy didn't know nothing. All he had to do was go here and read this, and he told him exactly what to do. Oh, that was close. He could have got out right there. And close him in. Water. Throw down a smithing table. And we got swirlies on it. So I don't know, is this guy changed back? No. So I don't know if there's some other criteria that we need to meet to get these guys really interested in changing jobs. Anything, guys? Anything, guys? Anything? Where did you come from? You guys want to be a cart? Wait a minute. What are you? You're different. You're different. There's a toolsmith. So let's get you on down to the next little place. Oh, we could almost get out there. They blocked that off. Alright. I'm assuming a toolsmith. I thought a toolsmith would be the grindstone, but you can do armor and weapons and a grindstone. So the toolsmith should be this smithing table. That makes perfect sense. Was it close enough over here that he changed? Because you guys saw that, right? I checked all those guys and none of them were... I'll have to go back and watch the video when I get through streaming. I'm pretty sure none of them were a toolsmith. He just randomly decided to change all the way down the stairs there. Get in there. I saw something. It looked like we got the little clouds and the lightning bolts. So maybe because he's here now, this guy doesn't want to do it. Maybe he's going, no, I don't. And this guy's like, I'm all for it, dude. I'm a toolsmith. Ooh, a bale for 36 emeralds. Are you kidding me right now? So I'm gonna put it over here for this guy. Did he change his size? So that was interesting. So I dug it up. Let me kick it up again. And this guy's like, nope. And I'm gonna put it back down. And he's like, yep. Okay, so now I've got another issue. Are these guys? I don't think there was a stonemason before the update. I don't believe a stonemason was such a thing. A cartographer was, and it was a toolsmith and an armorer. So I wonder if these guys are trying to change back to what they were. Let me pull this up. So he didn't change back. So a stonemason seems like the stone cutter would be. Let me go find the stone cutter. We'll go pull up the stone cutter, see if he changes back, and we'll throw the stone cutter down in front of him. And we've got a guy in the pipeline here. And let's block this off. And let's flush it into the holding cell. What do I do with the stone cutter? Yes, I put it in there. Alright, let's go see if that guy has changed back. Everybody cool? Nobody's changed anything? Alright, let's go see if this guy changed back from stonemason. He did. Let's throw this stone cutter back down. And he changed back. So let's take the stone cutter up. And he's like, nope. I need my stone cutter. Go back down and he changes back. So this guy hasn't changed. This guy hasn't changed. So does that mean that they will not change? Or does that just mean we haven't found a profession that they like? This guy was a fisherman. This guy was a farmer. Now he's a stonemason, and this guy's unemployed. Let me throw... I thought I had a barrel. Let me throw a barrel down. Somebody's interested in it. Let me go make sure it wasn't one of these guys that changed. Nope. 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 You all look the same. So, somebody was interested in it, but they didn't automatically change, which means it was a low interest. They didn't really care about doing it. Let's dig the barrel up. And let's throw the smoker down. Anybody changing? Anybody changing? And let's throw, you know what? The composter was probably why he changed into a farmer. Oh, there we go. There's our farmer back. So, no farmer? You guys saw that right. I wasn't imagining that. He was a farmer. He was a farmer. I mean, the lectern was there, but that ain't got nothing to do with farming, right? Now he's a librarian. Oh my God. Oh my God. Now he's a stinking librarian. That guy's still a toolsmith. That guy's nothing. This guy's a cartographer. This guy's a librarian. And this guy is... But we had a farmer. Anybody want to be a farmer? Somebody's kind of interested in it. Let's go down here and look, see if any of these guys want to be a farmer. Nobody down here wanted to be a farmer? Okay. So, let's take up... the smoker. No, he's getting out. He's getting out. No, go back. Go back. Go back. Well, you guys like that save, didn't you? What a save. Alright, so... I'm scared to pick anything up. I'm scared somebody's going to change to something weird. This guy was a fisherman, now he's a stonemason. This guy was a farmer, and he was nothing. Then he was a farmer again, now he's a librarian, and this guy, I don't know if he ever changed anything or not. This guy was a nothing and changed to a cartographer. This guy's not anything. Anything else we haven't tried? Did we throw the barrel down? It was weird that this guy was a farmer. We took up the compost heap. He changed to nothing. We threw it back down. He didn't want to become a farmer again. We put the lectern down because that was there when we placed the compost heap down. And he's like, "Nah, I think I'll be a librarian instead." So I told you, dude, we'd find what it took for you to take that next step. You've taken that next step with our organization. You are now a library dude. I'm so confused. I mean, really? Really? We've already got a grind. No, we don't have a grindstone. What the hell? Here, dude, there's a grindstone. What about that? You want to do that? Did this guy just change? No. So I'm thinking this guy's worthless. That's what you get. We don't like lazy people around here. That was kind of mean, wasn't it? Should have got with the program. Alright, so we're going to go keep pulling villagers down. Seeing if we can figure out who wants to do what. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the circus that is Minecraft Updates. It was so simple before. You just walked up to a villager, you hit the left trigger, and they told you what they had and what they wanted to trade for. They had a nice little brown coat, and they were either a fisherman, a farmer, or a fletcher. They had a nice little white coat, which means they were a librarian. They had a nice black robe, which means they were a cleric. Oh no, I did it again. Go back, dude. Go back. And let's close it up so we didn't run back up. I mean, they had to go and change these things and make it all weird. Nobody wanted these changes. Nobody asked for these changes. And I'm pretty sure nobody likes these changes. So we need to start a write-in campaign to change it back. Alright, these dudes still hanging out, nothing. Did he change already? What does the belts look like? Nope, he didn't change. That cat, that poor cat is stuck, and he is just meowing like crazy. Go, dude, go. Go. Okay, it looks like all of our other villagers are still what they have changed into. For now. Alright, let's see. Let's throw the grindstone down in front of him. Now We got little swirlies, but are you gonna change? No, you haven't changed. So I'm pretty sure when we started off the day, we had all of these non-professional villagers, and we've managed to get this guy to become a stonemason. This guy was a farmer. I take that back. We had a farmer. This guy was a farmer when we started off the day. He changed into a no profession villager. I put a compost heap down. The lectern was here. He changed into a farmer. I pulled up the lectern to move the composter over one. When I pulled the composter up, he turned into nothing again. So I put the composter down and the lectern back to make it like it was, thinking he was going to turn back into a farmer. And he turned into a librarian. So, good for you, dude. This guy turned into a cartographer way over there. And we moved him over here. This guy turned into a toolsmith up in our holding area, but we put a smithing table down. Let's see. We might want to change the barrel out. This guy's not going to be anything around. So take up the smithing table. He's like, nope, I don't want to be anything. I want to be a toolsmith. We put the smithing table back down. He changes back into a toolsmith. This is the craziest thing ever. Here you go, dude. There's a barrel. Be something with a barrel? No. So it's like he wants to be something, but we just don't know what. And I don't know if... Since this villager is a cartographer, and there's the cartography table, I don't know if he wanted to be a cartographer, if he would work off of this table, or you have to put a different table down. That's why I'm messing around with these new mechanics, trying to figure out what in the world is going on with these villagers. Let's go pull another one down. We've already got one. Let's close this off so he doesn't get that way. Are you gonna be anything? Good. Okay, so two guys. Alright, you hang out there. Can you imagine having to sort through villager just to find one that wants to change to do something else? This is already old. Alright. I'm gonna say, since these other guys are changing automatically, I mean, you pull this smithing table up, he switches to nothing, and you put the smithing table back down and he switches to something. I want to say, since it's automatic with some of these guys, the guys that don't automatically change, one of two things is going on. Either we're not meeting some other criteria in the world around them, or they just don't want to be that profession that you have in front of them, or any type of profession, which confuses me. So what we're going to do is we're going to start culling some of the villagers down that do not turn. So, all you, let this be a lesson to you. If you don't get with the program, you're fired. And when we say fired, we mean fired for real. You saw that, didn't you? On fire. So, you gonna get fired today? You gonna get fired today? Who else is getting fired today? Everybody's getting fired today. Alright, what is this guy? There's another fisherman. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on. Oh, we've got them all out now. Everybody into the car. We're heading down the road. And there's another photographer. I didn't close off my original iron farm. Work your way down there, guy. Work your way down there, guy. So I just had a thought. Those guys, some of those guys changed when the table that they changed to, the profession that they changed to, was not right in front of them. So I probably need to lay everything out. Would probably also help if I knew what all different kinds of new villagers that we actually get. So let's close that off there. So let's do this. Let's take these blocks down. Let's put everything in here and just see. Let's see. A smoker. Let's put a smoker here. And I put the smoker down and this guy changed to a butcher. Automatically changed to a butcher. So that tells me that specific villagers, the algorithm of the game is saying this villager will be this type of villager and he will not be anything else. I'm going to throw the composter down. Nobody's going to change professions. We don't want anybody changing professions. So now we just got to find a farmer. We got to find somebody who wants to be a farmer. I think the composter would work for him. Let's take that back up. Obviously this guy doesn't want to be anything. So remember what I told you, if you don't want to be anything, you're fired. Alright, let's go get another villager down here. Let's go ahead and put the composter here. Maybe we can see as soon as he gets down here if he wants to be a farmer or not. Let's try that. Alright guys, go. 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 You guys hang out there. Get this guy down here. See if he wants to cooperate. Keep going, dude. Keep going. Keep going, dude. Keep going. Your best interest right now is to turn into a farm. Okay. Nothing. Alright, so we're getting interest stars, but too bad, dude. Kinda liked you. But you don't want to be a farmer? We can't use you in the organization, sorry. Let's go find the next candidate. It's like Hunger Game interviews. Meow. No. 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 Alright. How are you guys getting by? Oh, duh. Where's the cartographer? stuck in the villager. I can't see anything. Alright, you go. You stay. Go become a farmer. Up and let's set it back down. Are you gonna become a farmer? Nope. What are you guys all looking at me for? Just look, turn around and look the other way. You guys don't want to see this. Alright, well, I told you. This is how we keep the employees in line. I'm kidding, guys. I'm really kidding. I know this is just a video game. I wouldn't treat real people like that. Alright. Anybody in here change to anything other than the cartographer? Where's this guy? So we have a cleric. Can we get the cleric down there? Definitely could use a cleric. And this guy looks to be something. He's a weaponsmith. So these guys are changing up here. Oh, come on. So is it not? Is there a large radius where these guys can actually change from? Are you something? No, you're not anything. Let's work our way down and start sorting these guys out. Go down. Go down. Go down. Go. We got a couple of them on here. So let's start weeding you guys out like a chain. Oh, I think I just killed something. I think I just killed a villager. What are you guys looking at? Just turn around and mind your own business. These guys got completely out of line. Okay, there's a cartographer. You're not changing into anything. You're not changing. You're not changing. You're not changing. You're not changing. What are you? Okay, there's our cleric. There's our cleric. Right. So there's a cartographer. We had a cleric. Where did the cleric go? I wonder what a cleric needs. I bet he needs a brew stand. Do you have a brew stand? There's a brew stand upstairs. Do we have an extra brew stand? But because the brew stand is upstairs, is that close enough to keep him as a cleric? So the question now is, if we go upstairs and pick up the brew stand, anything? No. Alright, let's go put you down in the empty spot. Oh man, this was so much easier before this stupid update. Just breed the villagers that are right where you wanted them. It was done and done. Dumbest update ever. dumb thing is, there's no way to know. There's no way to know which villagers want to do what. I don't know. I guess you just have to keep working with them to figure it out. I mean, obviously, when somebody figures out how the new breeding mechanic works, as you breed them, do they come out as no profession? And then you have to figure out what profession they want to be, or do you breed them up and throw them out in a room with all the different things in there, and then they decide what they want to be when they grow up? I guess nobody knows. So let's put another wall here. No, let's just go ahead and put the wall back here. Let's give ourselves a little more room. We got room to clear the switch for the Skelly farm. Put it in my face. Let's make sure we've got a ceiling here. And the first guy will go here. So his little pot will be here. Alright. If I go through here, nobody can escape. Yes, I have to use the same blocks. I could have just used stone, but all this is going to get changed later on. So there's 1 pod, 2 pod, 3 pod, 4, 5 pod, 6 pod, no more pod, no more. Alright, ow, 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 Alright, block that guy off so we can bring the guy down. He goes do-do-do. Block it off. Block it off, do-do-do. And I'm in my spot. And we'll come get that chest later. Alright, so we're gonna go up and see if there's any more villagers. So that guy was mad about something. And now we have a farmer. Why do we have a farmer? What made you turn into a farmer? I like the fact that you're a farmer. But he's not, something's not right with him. Are you gonna stay a farmer? Move it on down the line. So what does a farmer need to stay a farmer? This is going to be the next question I'm going to answer. Don't want you. Go away. Keep going, keep going, keep going. So the question of the day is, what is going to keep a farmer a farmer? Because this guy is a stonemason. take up the stonecutter, he becomes nothing. If we put the stonecutter back down, he becomes a stonemason, and so forth and so on. These two guys are working off the cartography table. So what makes you stay a farmer? Then is the composter. No farmer? Farmer. So the composter is what the farmer needs. The smoker is what the butcher needs. The smithing table is what the toolsmith needs. Or is it the grindstone? Nope, still a toolsmith. So the cartography table is what the cartographers need. The lectern is what the librarian needs. The stonecutter is what the stonemason needs. So the barrel, I would assume, is what the fisherman needs. And an armorer would be what the grindstone. Does that sound right to you guys? Because I don't know if that sounds right to me or not. Well, let's go find another candle. First of all, let's go knock the brew station down and see if that affects the cleric. So, there's the brew station. We got awkward potions in it. Alright, there's the brew station. Yeah, run away, dude. So we're going to lay down the brew station. No! Does it actually have to have blaze powder in it? And we lost our cleric. We lost our cleric. Man. I thought for sure that's what the cleric needed. Poop. So is there something else that makes a cleric a cleric? If there was, he would still be a cleric because the only thing we moved was the brew station. So now that he's not a cleric, that tells me he's not a cleric because we moved the original brew station. Man, I really wanted to keep that cleric. Maybe we'll get lucky and one of these guys will turn into a cleric. Maybe. Maybe not. Probably not. Keep going. No, go down. Go down. 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 None of the other guys are just. There you go. We gotta help that poor cat out. He's just meowing, meowing, meowing. So let's put you guys on down. Put these guys on down to see if any of them wants to become a cleric. I can bet probably Probably not. Keep going, guys. Keep going. And that should do it there. So none of these guys are turning into a cleric. Oh, I can't see anything because I'm inside of them. Okay, there we go. None of them are turning into a cleric. Our cleric turned into a nothing. I don't know if these are still considered nitwits or what's going on. But we all know what's coming, right? I think I'll leave a couple of them. Let's see, what do we not have on the ground? We don't have the barrel. We don't have the grindstone. Let's put the grindstone down. Let's put the barrel down. Could have done away with a villager that wanted to turn. Now what is this guy now? He's a weaponsmith. I wanted a cleric. I didn't want a weaponsmith. I wanted a cleric. Jeez. You go in that hole. I will slap you if you don't get back. Get yourself in there. Go. Please. Would you be so kind as to go in there, please? Right there. I need you to stand. No, I need you to stand right there, dude. Hey, right over there. Alright, we have to do it the hard way. You guys are changing. So this guy was a cleric. We went up, took down our brew station. He became a nothing. We put down the grindstone and the barrel. We're trying to get one of these guys to change. And he changed to a weaponsmith. Go figure. Alright, I think I'm going to leave these other guys down here for now, just to make sure I'm not missing something. Probably going to go watch a few videos, see if anybody's figured out some of these new mechanics for these villagers. Check out to see if anybody's figured out what the breeding situation is going to look like. And find out anything new. I may just do a video on it instead of a live stream. Like I say, I wanted to do this live stream because I was originally moving this very first villager. This was the very first villager that I was bringing down out of the holding ponds. And on the way down, he changed into a fisherman. And I was like, well, cool, he changed into a fisherman. I have no idea why he changed into a fisherman. And I think we don't have... No, we cleaned it out. So... we still have these guys over here. So some of these guys have already changed. So there's a weaponsmith in there. See, the guy with the eye patch. Well, there was a different. Yeah, the guy with the. Yeah, stop moving around. Yeah, there's three guys there. So I'll pull those 3 guys out and put them down there. But something. I guess the beds. I guess when I place the beds down. Oh, so you know what? Let's do this before I end the stream. Let's make up some more beds. What did I do with my shears? There's my shears. Did I have any wool? Thought I had some wool. There's the wool. Let's go get some more planks and this. How many beds can we make? So let's go ahead and place down some beds. Where do we want to put them at? Because now I'm beginning to think that maybe the reason these other guys are not changing is because there's not enough beds in the area. And let's separate them out. So I started putting more beds down. This guy changed to a fisherman. Why changed to a fisherman? None of these guys changed. Let's go back up and look. Don't like any of those guys down there changed. Let's go back up and look at these guys. So we know we had 3 villagers. We had like a weaponsmith, maybe an armorer, and maybe another. So there's the guy with the eye patch. This guy, some kind of band. There's the guy there with the band around his head. I thought there's the guy there who looks like a stonemason. So we'll pull those guys out. We'll check and see what they are. Thought maybe that the other ones weren't changing because there was not enough beds in the area. And when I started placing these beds down, and there's another baby cat. So this is now a village because cats are spawning. Let's take up some of these beds. I'm just curious to see if I take these beds up, will this guy change back? Huh? Yeah, you're gonna change back? Why would he become a... Oh, there's a bed in there. So let's go down and lay these beds down a little closer to these other villagers. There's a bed there, getting a little bit of swirlies on it. There's a bed there, getting a little bit of swirlies on it. There's a bed there, and there's a bed there. They all getting a little bit of swirlies on it. So now we got the beds in place. I think we have all of the new crafting. No, the one table we don't have is a fletching table. How do we make a fletching table? We need flint. We definitely got some flint around here somewhere. Can I get some flint? Can I get some flint? Really? I don't have any flint. I find that hard to believe because I should have flint. What are you? Now the cleric is... Oh, man. How do you not have flint? How do you not have flint? How do I not have flint? I have no flint. That is pretty near impossible to not have flint. first one, and then the third one. So now I have three. So I've got 2 pieces of flint. Let's make a fletching table. Let's go throw the fletching table down and see if that changes anybody. We've got a cleric who's kind of protected right now. So let's throw the fletching table down there. Anybody? Anybody? And there's our Fletcher. I'm a farmer? I'm not a farmer. Put me a composter down. I'm a farmer again. Nice. I'm a Fletcher. I'm not a Fletcher. Throw me a fletching table down, and I'm a Fletcher again. So, is there anything else that I've missed? I don't think the blast furnace will contribute to a profession, but you know what? Let's throw it down anyway. Blast furnace? Anybody? Blast furnace? Blast furnace? Anybody? Anybody want to be anything to do with a blast furnace? Toolsmith? Stonemason? Anybody? Nope. Nope. We're gonna put our cleric right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. I did not learn a lot other than certain villagers will do certain things and certain villagers will do nothing. And putting beds down around villagers makes cats spawn. Because I see a cat there right now, and there's another cat. I don't know what else I learned today other than there's our armor. So maybe what would the armor be? What would the armor be? The armor. What did I put down? What did I put down just then that would have made the armor? Blast furnace maybe? Let's go back and check now. Not an armorer. Armorer. So the blast furnace is the armorer's, not an armorer. So I didn't think the blast furnace would actually be anything, but it turns out that it is. And we'll put this right. And now he's an armorer. Oh Lord. No, don't run away. No, don't run away. No, don't run away. Don't run away. Stay there. So he was a Fletcher. I laid down the blast furnace. He became an armorer. He became an armorer. I took the fletching table up. That is so confusing. Maybe they like certain professions better than they like other professions, and they can change, obviously. Alright, I'm hoping some of the Diptopia guys, I'm gonna try to get them, I'm gonna try to talk them into watching this. Some of the stuff that I've done here, they can figure it out. I can't figure it out. I'm sure they can probably figure out what in the heck is going on. It's gonna take somebody with some smarts, or it might just take me watching a few videos, but I'm gonna let them know. And this thing's been going on for almost 2 hours. Nobody wants to watch me mumble around and hemming and hawing and stumbling over myself for 2 hours. So I'll tell them just scrub through the different. Is this guy the Fletcher? Now that guy's the Fletcher. Now that guy's the Fletcher. Get out of here, dude. that guy down there was the Fletcher. This guy was the Armorer. I changed the tables around. Did I change them? I wonder if changing their position made these guys change, because maybe that's the limit of their reach. And because I did move it over one block. Who knows? It's Minecraft. So anyway, back to what I was saying. I get distracted easily. I'll get Observant, Warrior, Dippy, some of those guys that know a little more than me about Minecraft to watch some of this video. Maybe they can figure out, because I would try to explain to them what I have done, and when I tried to explain it, I'm sure they would even be more confused, because I don't know what the hell's going on. And if I try to explain everything that I've done today, it would come out as, hey guys, I done some stuff today. Take a look. I don't know what I did though. So do we have every type of villager now? We have everybody but the cleric. And sorry dude, you gotta make some room for the cleric. So I'll bring the cleric down here, put him there. And then I think we'll have one of every type of villager. So next up, we'll be trying to figure out how to make them breed. If that's even a thing anymore. Maybe villager breeding is gone. Maybe there is no more villager breeding. Maybe you get what you get and that's it. That would be... I want to say that would be not good, but I mean, if there's no more iron farm, what the hell does it matter if you breed villagers or not? You know what I mean? Go, dude. Dude, I said go. I'm tired of messing with y'all. I need to end this stream, and I need you to be down there before I end this stream. I don't know why, I just need it. I need you to go. If I get you, I may have one of every type of villager that is possible in the game. As of this point, I don't know. Stonemason, I believe, is a new profession for villagers. I don't think there was a stonemason before. What were our three brown coats? Farmer, Fletcher, Fisherman. We have the cleric. Don't go backwards. Maybe you guys got some comic relief out of this at least. I mean, you gotta admit, I have no clue what I'm doing most times. I fly by the seat of my pants. Definitely don't know what I'm doing. Oh, did I say that already? I often get confused about what I was doing. I often get off topic about what I was doing. I often get sidetracked by shiny things. Squirrel. So go into your home. Alright, so I think that does it. So we have a weaponsmith, a butcher, a toolsmith, 2 cartographers, a librarian, a stonemason, which I believe is new. We now have a farmer, an armorer, a Fletcher, a cleric, a lazy butt. We don't have a shepherd. We do not have a shepherd. So how... Wow, what would be a shepherd? Lectern... Is the barrel the fisherman? Oh yeah, we got the fisherman over here, so we need to move the fisherman over. So the fisherman's over there. Let's man, I'm scared to take it up. I'm scared he's gonna change into nothing and not come back. So let's take the barrel up. Because I know earlier today that very first guy that converted was a fisherman, and he... There it is. He was looking in the barrel. Not a fisherman. Fisherman. Not a fisherman? Fisherman. Alright, so we're going to put this back down here. We're going to put the fisherman in here. And I think the only thing we will be lacking is the shepherd. What device? I'm scared to take that up because I'm scared somebody will... Oh, I just killed the cleric. Oh, I'm an idiot. I thought I was killing the no-name guy and I killed the cleric. Okay, I'm done. That was, I've been, oh God. I'm done. I'm really done this time.